Okay, so this is our speed control. If I set it to fast, you see it will, all the wheels will run fast. If I set it to low, wheels are running very slow. If I set it to like faster, you can set it fast. You can also stop, all the wheels are stopped. And this is actually completely wireless, as you can see, completely wireless, and everything is inside the container, and it's connected via Wi-Fi. So, and if we click on this, you can see motors are running this way. Oops. If I click on backwards, motor direction will change. If I click left, motor direction will change. Motor direction will change. If I now in above here, it's individual motor control. So for example, if I want to control one of these motor want to be slow, so I can stop this and motor 1 individual control, and you'll see this one is stopped, this one is working. So this is our motor 1. I can set the speed higher. You can see speed is high. I can increase the speed or make it slower. I can also change the direction. So right now it's going that forward. I think now it's going backwards. I can make it go forward. Now it's going forward. And if I change backwards, it's going backwards. Same, if I enable this motor, this should enable this one. No, it's the front one. So yeah, to enable this one, I think it's motor 3. Yeah, it's motor 3. I can disable motor 1, and so I have completely individual motor control over here. So I can enable all. So this here control system, this is just to drive the whole robot. So it will enable all the motors once I click on play. So as you can see, it stops and starts all the motors. This right here is a universal speed control. So if I change this, all these motor speeds, which are, as you can see, this one is different, this one is lower, all will change. So if I set like all motors to low, all the motors will set to low. Now for example, I want to repeat some commands, so I can record the commands. For example, speed is 69 right now, so let's I record. So recording will start now. If I click on play, as you can see, motors, all the motors have started, and we have a sequence step here that will execute at 69 speed. Now I want to increase the speed. After like 3.4 seconds, there will be a new step at 187, which I have currently set. And then if I, for example, turn the robot left, it will create one more step. If I scroll here, as you can see, at 3 seconds, all the motors have different direction. I can also enable disable the motor individually. So when the sequence reaches at this step, it will disable the motor too. I can also set the speed and individual motor direction, so I can modify each step. I am currently I haven't implemented the duration for the sequence which I will be working. So I can create infinite amount of commands, and then I can stop the recording. This will stop the recording, and then once I play the recording, you can see it is running. And since I have enabled the loop sequence, it will constantly run the sequence. So as you can see, all these motors are automatically changing after the seconds I have used. And if I close the loop, it will simply terminate after sequence is finished. I stop the sequence, all the motors and everything will stop. Sequence will stop wherever it's active that moment. I can also clear the sequences so I can record new one. So this is the robot, and let me show you what's inside here. Right above here, as you can see, there are 3 switches. One is for power, so I can cut the power, and these 2 are RX and TX. So if I want to control if I want to control my robot through if I want to reprogram my robot, I can simply connect the USB cable to my laptop, and then I can turn off the RX TX pin, which are connected to Nodemcu, which is inside here, and Arduino Mega. It will disable the connection between 2 RX TX pins, so I will be able to upload the code, and then once I remove the USB, and I can enable it, so Arduino and Nodemcu can communicate over serial. So this is it. And I have I had added like stepper mode. Right now these are DC motors, but I do have a lot of stepper motors which I'm planning to add. I did added stepper motors before, but one of the driver was burned because I put a really high amps onto the motors, so I have to purchase another driver. So I have ordered it already, so it will be here in 2-3 days. One more thing I want to show you. This is the proxy system. So here I will add the IP address from the robot I have received. I can simply go here and right click, go to settings, and this is the IP address. The IP address is assigned to my robot. I can enter the IP address here, and even if I reload it, it's still cached in the local storage here. So sorry, I can change the IP address at any time. If I click this, and I can change the IP address. Once I click on this, it will connect to the robot, and here is the controller. So basically what is happening is this right here is front end. This page is sending all the commands through Websockets to my web server here. Sorry. Okay, project, it's on a different folder, but here is my web server. These are the commands I'm sending sending to once the web server sends the command, those commands simply lands on this page, and then from this page I am actually making post request to Arduino, Nodemcu. So through Websockets I am receiving the commands, and then I am proxying the commands to my Nodemcu web server. So this is how it's working, and I'm planning to implement more stuff. Like I'm planning to attach a robot arm here, so I will be able to pick some items, as well as I'm planning to add sensor, distance sensor. It's a sonic sensor, and the other sensor is gyro sensor, which will give me data of the land, so I can record the landscape and plan the movement accordingly. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and please stay tuned for more videos.